How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Started. Why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Screen. There we go. And we didn't have the transition on. But how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. Let me turn down the volume a little bit for us on the music here. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful pre-FOMC day, wonderful Tuesday. And boy, oh boy, was today crazy to the downside. QQQ gave you beautiful opportunity to the downside. SPY flushing along with it. Google going under yesterday's low. Microsoft flushing almost $5 below 400. I mean, there were so many opportunities today to trade off of. I actually was able to, get a bunch of shorts, but I just didn't trade them properly. I'm profitable on the day, but did not see this type of day coming out, so I took my profits way too early. But man, what a crazy move today before FOMC, before interest rate decisions come out tomorrow. And then tonight after hours, we had Amazon reporting, we had AMD reporting, so lots of craziness happening across the board from the earnings catalyst, earnings segment too. So lots to talk about, lots of stocks to go over on the day today. So I want to kind of just get started, jump right into it because our watch list is huge. I want to cover all the positions that's on the watch list, be able to find some trading opportunities on them, get ready for them, map them out, and then also get to the fun part, the best part of the stream with this chess all before 9 o'clock or so. So let's see if we can speed run through this watch list that we have on the day today, and what type of opportunity set up for us tomorrow. Once again, keep in mind, FOMC day tomorrow, lots of excitement throughout the day from the Amazon trades, from AMD trades. You also get 2 o'clock, 2:30 overall market trades, and then throughout the day, we don't know when, but a new IPO is going to be coming out tomorrow to trade with. So we're going to be watching that one, doing a little bit of research on that IPO also to see if we find ourselves bullish or bearish on that stock. It doesn't really matter how we find ourselves, because when the opportunity shows up on the IPO, usually they're clean and we want to take advantage of that trade. So that's pretty much what's all in store today. But before we head over to the watch list and all things on the main screen, I want to head over to my chat, see all the beautiful people who are here already. Welcome them over now. Dieter, TH, and Victoria. Hello, Victoria. What's up, TH? TH saying Amazon CEO, right? Yes, I guess he's not the CEO of Amazon anymore. Is Jeff Bezos still the CEO of Amazon, chat? I don't think so, right? So I guess you could say, not sure if he's even the majority owner anymore. Maybe he is. Like, I don't really know. But the Amazon CEO or founder, Jeff Bezos, is the thumbnail. Swimmer is also in the house. And Dieter, what's up, baby? How you doing, brother? Hopefully you had a good day yourself. Dieter and I were pretty busy talking to each other for a part of the day today, where I was complaining about my chess. I was playing chess during market because I was waiting for the market to pull back. Didn't really get the pullback I wanted, so I was playing chess instead. And yeah, it was wins and losses. Wins and losses all over the place. Didn't really gain any elo. Didn't lose any elo either. That's good. But I would win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. It was pretty hard in the morning to play chess. I'll say that. But we'll talk about chess when that part of the stream comes in. Why don't we dive into the full screen right now and talk about all the opportunities that we are looking forward for tomorrow, starting with the earnings calendar. Let me turn off the transition for us. Earnings calendar, as I've already mentioned a bunch of times. Amazon, AMD reporting. You even got Supermicro reporting tomorrow. Starbucks, Riot, Pinterest. These are the stocks that we're going to be going over, seeing how they reported, and then kind of looking for levels to play off of, see if they moved after hours. I know Amazon didn't do absolutely anything, just 1% up after a beat on report, and AMD after beating the report actually dropping down 6%. So possible opportunities over there. Even some sympathy trades off of AMD into Nvidia, ARM, and maybe even ON Semiconductor if you're interested. But I'm just gonna worry about AMD and Nvidia directly. Tomorrow pre-market, Pfizer, CVS. Pfizer, you say that stock 3 times out loud, Momo shows up in the chat, so be careful about that one. But Pfizer tomorrow reports, CVS, Barrick Gold. Gold has had a little bit of a rally, but Barrick Gold not so much. I don't really care about Barrick Gold as much, so I'm not going to keep that on the watch list. But MasterCard's on the watch list. Couple other stocks over here that you guys might be interested in. Norwegian Cruise Line did not make the watch list. Kraft Heinz did not make the watch list. ST Lauder did not make the watch list either. EL. So a couple other stocks over here that are notable names. Could give you good trading opportunities, but I'm going to directly go with the big dogs, Amazon, AMD. If you're not able to find a trade on Amazon and AMD tomorrow, you might need to go back to school a little bit and get your degree in trading, right? So I'm just gonna worry about the big dogs, and hence that's where our watch list comes in. If you see all the important colored, anything that's colored blue is basically important. We care about the stocks and the Magnificent Seven that recently reported. You could add Meta to that basket, but I'm kind of ignoring Meta at the moment. We're looking at Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla moving down a little bit today. AMD, ARM. ARM could possibly give you a sympathy trade over there. Riot, who report today. Bitcoin moving down to $60,000 and actually breaking under $60,000 for a little bit. So obviously that puts Coinbase, Mara, and IBIT on the watch list. But those stocks are always on the watch list for us anyways. Riot reports today after hours, so emphasis on Riot today to see if any opportunity shows up on that one. And couple stocks that reported yesterday: PayPal, Eli Lilly, or should I say today pre-market? Sorry, couple stocks that reported today pre-market: PayPal and Eli Lilly, and stocks that report tomorrow or reported today after hours, such as Starbucks, Pinterest, Pfizer, CVS, and MasterCard. And last but not least, the IPO. And within all of these blue colored stocks, if I can't find a trade tomorrow, I need to reconsider my profession. Right? So that's the idea. Riot is tomorrow. No, it says Riot report today after hours. I could be wrong. And Swimmer, are you trying to get banned? Are you trying to get banned on my chat over here? I guess Riot did not report. I guess Riot reports tomorrow pre-market. Thank you, Dieter. Earnings Whisper, lying to us. Lying to my name. Always lying to me. Lying to my face. Tell me you guys know that song. Tell me I'm not the only boomer in here who knows this old ass meme. Come on. On TradingView, I see Riot tomorrow, not today. You are correct. Riot did not report. And these guys are absolutely lying for us. Not at all. Pulling for the Leafs. Yeah, right, you liar. Yeah, right. Did the game start yet? They were on a 12-minute break. There's a second quarter period. I'm watching basketball and NHL at the same time, so my brain keeps getting jumbled. The second period start yet, and looks like, oh, we don't want that audio on the stream. We're gonna get banned for having that one on stream. Nope, we want to mute that one right away. Looks like the second period is on, and the Leafs are right away in the penalty box. That's awesome. 2 minutes power play for Boston. 1-1. 19 minutes left in the period. All right, good luck, Leafs. Go, Leafs, go. They lose this, they're out of the goddamn playoffs. So that's gonna be very upsetting, but not like something I didn't expect from my team, right? Not like something I didn't expect from my team. Always expect that from my team, and they never fail to disappoint me. Now, let's start with the top of the watch list. At the top of the top with the colored names such as Amazon. Amazon reported today after hours, so obviously we're going to bring in our good friend Benzinga to see exactly how the report looks like. Let's click on the Amazon report. Amazon reported first quarter net sales of $143.3 billion, up 13% year over year. The net sales came in around at $142 billion, according to Benzinga. That was the estimate of 142 coming in up, and they came in at 143, 13% up year over year. Good growth. The company reported North American sales of 86.3 billion, up 12% year over year. International segments were 31.9 billion, up 10% year over year. The company Amazon Web Services segment posted first quarter sales of $25 billion, 17% year over year. If you don't know this already, the whole world runs on Amazon Web Services at this point. AWS. Amazon reported earnings per share of 98 cents in the first quarter, beating the street's consensus estimates of 82 cents per share. Okay, it was a good start to the year across the business, and you can see that in both our customer experience improvements and financial results. The combination of companies renewing their infrastructure modernization efforts and the appeal of AWS AI capabilities is reaccelerating AWS's growth rate. AWS is now a $100 billion annual revenue run rate business. The company hits its first ever delivery speed in first quarter, with more than 2 billion global units arriving the same or next day. The Amazon Prime Video streaming platform announced during the first quarter that will stream an exclusive NFL playoff game in January 2025. The move follows Amazon's success of the home of Thursday night football games. Okay, Amazon highlighted in its quarterly report that customers are using AWS generative artificial intelligence services for new customer experiences to accelerate employee productivity and transform operations. Select customers that were highlighted include Siemens and Philips. Isn't that the company that makes like those X-ray equipments in hospitals and so on? I remember seeing that brand name when I was getting my knee scanned at the hospital. All right, Amazon will invest $5.3 billion in the Saudi Arabia and the $5 billion in Mexico to grow infrastructure and AWS. Okay, the company is also investing $10 billion in 2 data centers in Mississippi. All right, that sucks for me, because the more data centers closer to Toronto, the better my gaming what is it? Connectivity and connections are going to be. So that's sad. What's next? Amazon is guiding for the second quarter net sales to be in the range of 144 billion to 149 billion. The analyst consensus estimate of 150 billion, according to data from Benzinga Pro. What is that? Amazon is guiding second quarter net sales to be in the range of 144 to 149, compared to missing the estimate over there slightly, not looking good. The guidance range represents a year growth of 7 to 11%. However, it's very early days in all of our businesses, as we remain really excited by how much more we can make customers' lives better and easier moving forward. Really? However, the report looks great. Look, growing on every single point that you kind of want to see them grow in. However, the next quarter's revenue estimates are a bit shy. Even though they're shy of the revenue estimate, that revenue estimate's still going to come in around 7 to 11 7 to 11% of growth over there year over year on the revenue, even though they're gonna miss estimates very slightly. So Amazon not really doing anything, originally pushing to the downside and then flying back to the upside, and then kind of just doing a nothing burger move overall. Not really too exciting. I've said this multiple times, when a stock does like a non-reactionary move off of its earnings, they're not really something that you might want to keep an eye on. But Amazon kind of doesn't really make that basket. You know, it's a large cap stock. On earnings days, you'll see more volume come in. You'll see big hedge funds and so on reposition themselves. They'll kind of make decisions on these big companies. They have big positions on these companies, so they'll always try to reposition, reprice themselves and so on. So looking forward to see how Amazon comes into play going forward tomorrow, as we are currently in the after hours cleanly holding under last week's high. Last week's high somewhere around $181. It says 180.82 on my markers at the moment, where last week's high is. But I'm just gonna draw that up to $181 or so, and we're expecting that selling to continue, show itself around that area. Any pops into 180, any pops into 181, we want to see selling there for us to get short into. Now, if selling does not show up into that 180 to 181 area, then there is no shorts, because now you're thinking about what happens above this price. Are we holding above R1? And if the stock is showing clear support above R1 in pre-market off the open, then you're looking for the longs through that level. Longs on any pullbacks. Maybe the stock runs up, pulls back to VWAP later on in the day, and then gives you a little bit of a buying opportunity off of VWAP. Some levels probably set up in front of 181, in front of 180 for us to look for those longs. So hence R1, a big inflection zone also, 181 area, keeping an eye on to see how Amazon sets up for us. But we kind of need to chart for some supports too. So right now we have this little support over here, right into 173, and then under that we have last week's low around 166. So watching how the stock might behave at my first support area, which would be, I guess you could say today's low of 175 could act as a support. Technically we are, however, under that area in the after hours after the stock has reported, so hence I'm not using that area. Honestly, I'm gonna use a little bit more. I mean, you can see how 175 held in the after hours too, so you could technically use 175, but I'd much rather look to see how the stock behaves on the dip into 173.50. And then under 173.50, S2 will be where last week's low is at $166.32, all the way up to, you can say, 166.50 or even 166 straight out. So you're kind of giving it that 20-cent buffer above 166.32, and you're giving it above a 32 cent buffer below 166 to $166, because it is very easy. The stock goes down to 166, ticks it, and then runs back up, right? You don't want that opportunity to stop you out of a trade and make you miss out on a great long, or vice versa, make you miss out on a good short. Not sure why you would have your stops at 166 if you're shorting though. Maybe you're using it to get into a trade. Either way, looking to see how Amazon sets up tomorrow. Hopefully good opportunities, but after this earnings report move that we're seeing, looks very zilch, looks very nothing burgerish, and I don't like nothing burger. I like a good juicy smash burger. Okay, good juicy smash burger. Now going to the next stock on the list, not one that reported today after hours, one that reported not too long ago, but has been pulling back beautifully. We called out this trade of a short below 169.50, and it's been playing out picture perfect. I even had a short on Google today, just didn't capitalize on it. Sucks to be me. But we're gonna look to see how Google trades on this continuation move to the downside, as it's now pulling back into 160 area. We called out that opportunity yesterday. Look out for Google. I think Google is gonna continue pulling back. My idea of idea in quotes of a gap close would be 160, but the actual gap closes at 156. So you're still using S1 as 160, but you still got to keep an eye out for that S2 at 156.50 area to the downside, because if Google really wants to close that gap, if the market continues selling off the way it is, Google kind of has to join that party, especially if Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, AMD, Netflix are all joining that party to the downside. Google has no single staying power, in my opinion, to stay, absolutely irrelevant and do its own thing. It will kind of join that party with the rest of the market. It might not drop as much, but it will join the party, and Google has been doing that ever since making that all-time high on earnings day itself. So still waiting to see how Google reacts on any sort of pullbacks. And on the moves back up, you're still watching R1 as 165, which was not really today's high, but you're watching that 165 area as R1, R2 somewhere into that 169.50 for me. Kind of just using that ATR on the stock. So 165, 169.50/170, and then above that you got that 174.71/175 area on Google to the upside. Let's see if Amazon can help the market out here a little bit and take Google back up after touching 160 tomorrow. Hopefully some opportunities there. Moving to Microsoft, also a stock that didn't report today after hours, but reported recently in that Magnificent 7 basket. We were holding this bottom of 397.50, 400 area for quite some time since the last earnings report. Sadly, right before the previous earnings report that we just reported, Microsoft had broken that low and flushed to the downside. Right off the earnings report, however, it pops into last week's high and then finds some selling into last week's high. And today, Microsoft right back to the downside, getting back under that $400 area and giving you a beautiful short. I was short right there, and I got out right there for a $1 winner. Sucks to be me. But look how well Microsoft was holding this area, right? I thought, Microsoft could easily do nothing and pop up. I'm just going to get out of the trade. Big mistake. Monster move to the downside. I missed out on this stock today. 389. Wow. We missed out on this opportunity today. Sucks to be me. Oh well, we'll look to see how can we capitalize on this stock now, as it's setting up tomorrow right into a beautiful support area where the stock bounced from off the earnings report. That 388, flat 388 area as support one. Under that, you got this whole consolidation range where Microsoft could easily drop into to find support. And I bet you if we turn on the volume profile, for which I might have to delete one of my indicators, sadly, so I'm not doing that. But if you know what, I got an idea. Okay, indicators. Five-day. Was it 5-day? No, we wanted 1 day. And there you go. Right into that area, which is what I was trying to get to, is if this stock has, if you threw in a volume profile for the stock, it would come into right into that area. So looking to see if the stock can pull back into 370, 375, and then find some buying if we do get under 388, 380 tomorrow. So watching S1 388, S2 the flat 380, S3 under that, we're watching 375, 370, that whole pocket of volume profile that we just highlighted for you on TradingView. Shout out to TradingView for awesome indicators and awesome tools like that. Not affiliated with them at all, but I love using their tools. And for the upside, for resistances, we kind of have some of these levels already mapped out for us. You're watching that 390, 355, which is where today's VWAP is. You can also use this 395 area to 397 area. Honestly, I would just say 397 to 400 is more of my first level of resistance, but you could use 395 to see if 395 396 shows you a little bit of resistance before 400, but 400's that little bit more important resistance for me. So R1, I'm just gonna put in 397 to 400 on Microsoft and kind of forget about 395 396. But for those of you interested, you could watch to see how the stock behaves on any sort of pullbacks over there. After Microsoft, what's going on? Why are my lights flashing? Oh, of course. Let's see what type of troll message she's got for me today.
Love that you are preparing for her bald-headed future.
I mean, look. If my bald-headed future looks like that, absolutely ripped out of my mind, and going to Formula 1 as a VIP. Formula 1 as a VIP. Very important Prad. I think my future is bright. Look at this guy. Look at this beautiful human. And even more. Oh, sorry, wrong zoom. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Look at my beautiful future wife. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Look at this guy. I don't know why my mouse keeps glitching out and zooming into that part. But if this is my future, it looks bright. And that's why I got hater blockers on. Hater blockers. Okay, Bezos is 56 years old. Is he? Yeah, 56 years old. He went from a nerd to a Chad. I want to know what kind of steroids this guy took. He probably had a conversation with Joe Rogan, let's be real. I should have used this as my thumbnail. God damn it. This is my next thumbnail for sure if Amazon comes into a topic. I've used this one before. Where is it? This one? I've used this one before. I used this one today. That's the original picture. God damn it. Why does Google always dox me with my emails? This is the original Jeff Bezos. This is the new and improved Jeff Bezos. The truck one's funny. Yeah, I gotta use that truck one 100%. One of these days. I don't know, TraderPrad dreamed of me being his dream wife. I mean, look, I'm single. If you're trying to mingle, my DMs are open. My DMs are open. Hey, that's not Kim Kardashian. With all the balloons in her, she clearly can be close enough if you close your eyes. Prada and Momo sitting in a tree. Nah, more like Prada and Momo sitting in a Ford or a GM and injecting ourselves with Pfizer medication or Moderna medication. If I know Momo, it's more like driving in a Ford pickup truck or a GM truck. Kind of like what that Jeff Bezos and his new girlfriend picture was. Kind of like that. And would be injecting ourselves with Pfizer pills. Okay? And then we'd be talking about how Pfizer's a good trade. And how I'd be yelling at her about how Pfizer's a dog shit trade. and about how Ford's a dog shit trade. That's exactly how that relationship would go. Unfiltered Pratt is different? Yeah. Fuck everything. Alright. Let's get back on track. We got a lot to talk about, and we're 30 minutes into the stream already. You guys are getting me off track over here, derailing the Pratt train. And we gotta go choo-choo! Alright? So let's get back on the train over here. Next stock, NVIDIA. But kind of before we talk about NVIDIA, maybe we should go talk about AMD because of their earnings reports more important, and NVIDIA is most likely just going to trickle down along with AMD's move, or rally back up along with AMD's move. Depends on how AMD is going to go tomorrow pre-market. However, AMD after hours was down about 6%. But real quick, as we're looking at NVIDIA right now, you can see how this triple top has come perfectly right into this last week's high of $888. You can even say 883 was today's high of 888. That's pretty surprising. Okay, however, this nice little triple top coming into this last week high area of $883 or so. So kind of watching how NVIDIA reacts off of that. Then you have today's high off of 888 to see how it behaves on any sort of pullback to the upside. On the way down, you have this 830, which has been a significant level in the past. Even on the way over here, it was making a little bit of a box range before 830, and now we're finding support above 830. So S1, 830. S2, we got that last week low, which is really low to the downside. I'm gonna put S2 as 800, honestly, and then S3 under 800. The last week's low is around 764. I don't think we're dying all the way down there NVIDIA tomorrow. But if we do break under 800, then we open up a little bit of doomsday events on NVIDIA, and most likely AMD is crumbling. So we'll see how NVIDIA behaves below 800. And as for the resistance, as I just said not too long ago, that $883.50 is going to be my first area of resistance because that's the last week's high. Let me actually go make sure that's actually correct. It is correct. Okay. So 883, and above that we have today's high of 888/890, and then you can even say R3 890, which honestly I can't see it coming into play because of how AMD moved today after hours. And now let's actually go to AMD, pull in our Benzinga, and go check out how AMD reported today. If you guys are interested in checking out awesome tools such as Benzinga or my other affiliate sponsors such as Trade Ideas and TraderSync, go check out the links below in the description. Use the code PRAD15 to get 15% off, and it would help your boy TraderPrad a little bit out if you do check those links out also. So click on those links and purchase those softwares if you want to trade like TraderPrad. AMD reported today after hours, so let's go take a look at that report. Sadly, that's all we get out of that report. That's not real. There we go. Holy smokes. Okay. Reported first quarter results came in slightly ahead of the expectations thanks to record data center revenue. The stock reiterated in after hours trading. Retreated in after hours trading, likely due to second quarter revenue guidance that fell short of the estimates on the low end. AMD's first quarter earnings and sales rose modestly year over year, although both metrics fell from the previous quarter. Here's how the metrics look. Q1, Q2, Q1 2024. Q1 2024 actual revenue. Consensus 5.46. You came in at 5.47. Guidance is at 5.4. Year-to-year change +2. Quarter-to-quarter change -11%. 62 cents, 61 cents, barely doing anything. 52%, 4% beat year over year. -19% quarter-to-quarter. Big drop over there. Okay, we delivered a strong quarter. Clearly not. Okay, and where do we see? Okay, a little bit of numbers over here. Data center up 8% year over year. Not bad. Okay, 85% client segment. Down gaming segment huge. And that's not good. That means NVIDIA is taking over the gaming segment. And AMD was kind of catching up. So that's not good. Embedded segment, whatever that means, down 46% year over year. The guidance, 5.7 billion plus or minus 300 million compared to 5.7 in the third quarter. Looks about even. Okay, I guess because it said 5.7 plus or minus 300 million, which is almost nothing. So kind of missing the guidance over there. Overall, not a hot report. Beating EPS, beating revenue, but the guidance is not so hot. So they drop it like a rock. I'm gonna say drop it like it's hot. Woo. All right. AMD looking to see if it's going to continue dropping like it's hot, and take out. Right now, as you can see, AMD's actually holding last week's low, 145.50. If we go back into the 5-minute chart, we push into 145.50, we bounce right off of it, and now we're kind of slightly above 145.50. So if AMD clearly finds selling below 144, below 145.50, it's game on for the selling, boys. It's shorts all day for AMD tomorrow. So S1, I'm just going to put in the last week's low, 145.50. S2, 144. S3, I'm not even going to bother with S3 because it's just straight to the downside if we're not able to hold S1 or S2. And as for resistances, you can use... maybe real quick, let me turn off the extended hours because it's messing with some of my lines, honestly. You can use, that's going to use yesterday's high and yesterday's low. Okay, never mind. Let's turn back on extended trading hours. And today's low right into 158.35. If it does pop over there, that could be a little bit of a resistance, but I don't think we see that pop. You're already seeing a wall coming into 150. So S1, 150, right where the earnings anchored VWAP is. And if we do get above 150, looks like it had a little bit of a consolidation over here in the 154, 152 area. But I don't see that area giving us a play, really. Maybe if I go into the 60-minute chart, see how better it looks on the 60-minute chart here. Yeah, like this is what I would use as a little bit of a resistance instead. But right now, obviously, the stock is down over here, floating around here. This area could act as a little bit of a wall. So I'm just going to mark in that spot for myself. And above that, we have that last week's high, which is also around today's low, kind of, to see how the stock plays off. So we have little resistance marked out at the moment, and even higher resistance above it. So small resistance into 153.50, and then above that, we have today's low around 158.50, which is exactly last week's high, 158.60, 158.50. So AMD looking for some opportunities over there. Let's see if the stock can give us some home runs, baby. Home run zingers. Bro, my DMs are being cluttered by Prad bots. What if those Prad bots are actually just me trying to scam people? Nah, I shouldn't say that. Just so you guys know, let me put it out there. I am not DMing anybody, okay? I got better things to do in my life, such as play video games, play with my dog, get trolled by Ani, but I will not message you in your DMs unless you message me first, okay? If you message me first, my DMs are always open. If it's not something stupid or you know, a question that you can Google, I am more than happy replying to your questions, seeing how I can help you in your trading journey or whatever it is, right? My DMs are always open. You can contact me through Twitter, Instagram, Discord. All the links are down below in the description. But I will never contact you first. I will never add you as a friend. And if I do, it's probably because I need something from you, like Dieter. For example, I probably added Dieter myself first because I needed help from Dieter on Photoshop. But besides any specific reasons like that where we kind of know that I'm going to be messaging you, I will not message you. So if you're getting messages from somebody, you're getting scammed. Block them. Report them to that platform's report system. If it's Discord, if it's Instagram, they all have a report button. Report that profile. Block them. Do not engage with them. You engage with them, you're just giving them you know, education material. You're giving them education material. Sometimes these could be just AI bots learning off the way you reply to them, right? Adapting. Most of the time, they're just, probably some scammer sitting in India because of the way they talk, their language. Clearly, there's a language barrier. They'll misspell a lot of words. Letters will be here and there. The way they structure a sentence will be really messed up. So you will clearly know that it's not me. Be very careful. There's a lot of scammers out there using my name, my profiles and so on, trying to take cryptos from people. Be very careful, please. Almost got scammed. Much needed PSA. Indeed, much needed PSA. Be very careful of these scammers, guys. Life Fab Style. I like that. What's up, Life Fab Style? How's your night been? Or day, or evening. I don't know where you're from. I don't know why I just assumed that it would be night for you because it's night for me. I was wondering why Prad was spamming OnlyFans links in my DMs. Okay, that was actually me. That was actually me. I was trying to get you to moderate my OnlyFans feed content. Oh, damn. I was not supposed to say that out loud. Oops. I don't have OnlyFans feed content, guys. Never mind. Do not Google OnlyFans on TraderPrad on OnlyFans. You will not find anything. Anyways, coming back to the market, let's go see what ARM sets up for tomorrow. And look how beautiful ARM looks. ARM, big barrier right into that last week's high over here of $103. Looks like it just simply cannot get above 103, 103.75. I'm just gonna say 104, honestly, to make my life easier. I put S's instead of R's for the resistance for AMD, and my what do you call it? OCD? Yes, my OCD cannot accept that, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But ARM coming in with the beautiful resistance right into $104. We're gonna mark that up right away, but I don't think that level even comes into play tomorrow. Let's turn on extended trading hours. Look at that drop already to the downside, getting under $100. So honestly, you could use R1 100 and then R2 into that 104 if it does get into there. I don't think we see 104 coming into play. The reason why I'm saying 100 is because today's low is 185. So I think, ARM could open a little bit lower, pop into the 100 area, find a little bit of a resistance, and then give you that sympathy trade along with Nvidia, along with the semiconductor industry, if AMD is flushing tomorrow. Currently, with this beautiful structure that ARM is providing us with, I think there's a good short, some sort of a reversal back into last week's low on a swing term scale that could give us a day trade opportunity. So ARM to the downside. Let's see how this one can play out. As for the supports, you could use this 95 double bottom, and then under 95 you have 90. So S1 95, S2 $90. It's actually 89, which is last week's low. I'm just going to put in 89 instead. Now, we get to go to some of the stocks that reported today pre-market. So let's go talk about that one. PayPal. Let's go see how PayPal goes. It's always the feed picks. Those make the most money, Victoria. Okay? Do you not want me to be rich? Do you not want me to drive a Lamborghini? Sometimes it takes more than just trading. It takes feed picks. And I'm sorry, my feet are fabulous. Okay? Not my fault that my feet are absolutely fabulous. I'm gonna need to stop this joke because it sounds like I have a feet fetish. I don't have a feet fetish. I'm indifferent. It's not like I love feet or I hate feet. I just don't care for them. I don't care for them. It sounds like I have a feet fetish, so I better stop with this joke over here. Horrible joke. Horrible setup. We're gonna kill this one right now. Nip it in the bud. All right, PayPal. Let's go see what PayPal is doing today. We already know what PayPal did because we traded PayPal. PayPal gave you somewhat of a messed up long today. I tried a long, I got stopped out, and then later on this double top into $70, I got short, and I kind of rode it a little bit well to the downside. I enjoyed that short today. PayPal basically did nothing, just kind of chopped around, barcoded, did give you a little bit of a range to trade in. So if you were trading that range, shout out to you. But PayPal at the moment, kind of being in the boring realm. Honestly, I don't even think I care about PayPal as much tomorrow because we have Amazon, Google, Microsoft, a stock that we kind of didn't even talk about, Tesla. So Tesla going right back into yesterday's low, that 180, 250, 180 area coming into play now. So waiting to see if Tesla, which was a very weak stock for a long time, and all of a sudden it is now ridiculously strong. So waiting to see how Tesla does on a little bit of a move under 180. Do we pull back into 175, which was last week's high area? So support S1 for me. You could use 180 as an S1, which is what I am writing down. But under S1, technically the real support, which I'm putting down as S2, which will be around last week's low, 172 area. So I'm looking for a move under S1, which is 180 to 172 on Tesla. Today's high 190. You could use that as a resistance, but once again, R1 is like 180 for me. If Tesla opens under 180 because the market's selling off and he pops into 180, is almost resistance. So I'm kind of wondering now, maybe I have to put 180 as an inflection level instead of a support or a resistance. So let's actually do that for ourselves. Delete. We'll put inflection level 180, S1 as 172, and then R1 as somewhere into I guess we do have that 184.50 area that we were kind of watching, and then below that, or sorry, above that, we'll put in 190. So these are the areas over here on Tesla that I'm watching to see how the stock sets up for tomorrow for us to trade with. PayPal, like I said, not really too interested on that one. Eli Lilly looks like it could set up for a breakout above $800, so this stock could get a little interesting tomorrow. Today gave me a little bit of a attempt at a long, but I got stopped out on that one and I just walked away from it. I think it was right into VWAP. On the 5-minute, oh, this is a 45-minute. I was gonna say on the 5-minute chart, it looks very different. This is where I tried the long. As soon as I got into the long, I was $4.50 in the money. Did not take any profit because I thought the stock could easily go into that $800 area or even above 800, going into a new all-time high. Sadly, that opportunity did not come into play for me to take advantage of. I got stopped out, and the stock gave you a decent enough of a short opportunity for you to ride to the downside. Tomorrow, I think Eli Lilly could set up for a little bit of a move right back into this all-time high area, or even a move above all-time high area. So watching this stock like a hawk for sure. R1, only one level, 801. I don't care about any other price past 801 on this position. And as for S1, I don't really care about any other level besides last week's low, which is $750. So I'm giving it a whole $50 range for the stock to play out in. And if it pulls to the downside into the $50 range, I'll look for the long slash short. If it pulls to the upside of that whole $50 range, I'll look for the long slash short. I'm only playing the edges. I'm not gonna, beat the bush in the middle, play the fiddle. Not my job. My job is to play on the edges. I'm an edge lord. I gotta stop with these jokes. God damn it. Are you wearing shoes right now? I'm not. I got socks on. Look how white these socks are. They're not even old. I mean, they're not even new. They're old socks, baby. I kind of stretched my leg out a little bit. I felt good. I can't do that with my other leg, though. That'll be death. That will be death, trying to do that with my other leg. Big Fed news week and Friday employment in USA reports. We also got FOMC tomorrow, so we'll talk about that very, very soon. What about NVO, since it followed Eli Lilly? Is NVO that stock that makes Ozempic? I think it is, right? I just copied this company's goddamn name, for God's sake. It is? Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, this could be something to keep an eye on. They report very soon too, don't they? Pretty sure I saw their name somewhere. When do these guys report? Oh, there we go. NVO, Thursday pre-market. So I remember seeing their name. That's a pretty cool logo. What is that? Is that a cow? That's a bull? That's a bull with the moon logo? I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. That's a pretty cool logo though. They make Ozempic. I knew it. Yeah, pretty... I'll keep an eye out for them on Thursday. Honestly, don't care about it until then. We're going to see how the stock sets up going into there. Eli Lilly will be a little bit less interesting because it's not really day one tomorrow. It's more day two. So we'll keep an eye out for, however, any day two opportunities that will set up. Now, going to stocks that report today after hours one more time. We had two stocks that we covered that reported today after hours. We'll kind of look at quickly the stocks that also reported today after hours, such as Starbucks. Starbucks report right off the bat looks red. 14% miss on EPS and 6% miss on revenue. You can see how the stock has been consolidating a little bit right into that last week's low and last week's high. Here's that 52-week low that we just marked in. And what are the chances that on this negative report, we're kind of right into that 52-week low of $84? Let's go to the 5-minute chart, and we are well below that. Whew. Whew. Okay. Starbucks just got interesting tomorrow. Guess who's going to be watching Starbucks tomorrow? Maybe not off the open, but for some sort of an opportunity on any sort of pullbacks to see if we can join the short side. Starbucks missing EPS big time and dropping revenue big time. Not sure what the guidance is, not sure what the year-to-year growth and all that fun stuff is, but all we care right now is the price action that the market has presented us with on this position. Clearly getting under that 52-week low is enough of an indication for me to be ready for any sort of shorts on pop. So starting with R1, $80 right off the bat. Psychological level, you'll even have that earnings anchored VWAP at $80. So any pullbacks into $80, you can even see how on the first pullback, you can call this whole move one move. After the first move, the second move, which is a little bit of a relief rally, stops into $80. So I'm looking for selling to come into play at 80. Anything above 80 is kind of into $85, $84, honestly. So watching to see how the stock pulls back above 80, and if it does, what does it do at 84? So 80, a solid resistance for us to start off with, and then a support right into the after hour low of $76.50. And anything below that, I mean, this stock is clearly screaming doomsday because we haven't seen those prices in a long time, right? We're under that. We're over here now. We're into 2022 prices. $68? Are you telling me the stock is going back into this price? In the swing term scale? That'd be insane. So waiting to see. You can see how that 84, 83 area was such a crazy hold for such a good time, and then just giving it up right now just gives up all of that. So any stops that are here are probably looking for their exits, and any pops into 80, we're looking for that selling on Starbucks. Next stock, Pinterest. This stock kind of is irrelevant to me because most of its moves are kind of just copycatted from Meta and Google and everything else. From Snapchat, when Meta moved to the downside, it flushed. When Snapchat moved to the upside, this popped. You can see a little bit of a barrier right into that last week high at the moment on Pinterest. They did report today after hour though, and looks like on a good report, 50% beat on EPS, 6% or 5.6% beat on revenue. So slight beat on revenue, good beat on EPS. Let's see if they helped themselves to get above last week's high, and if they did, that could be interesting. And that's exactly what happened. They got above last week's high. Looks like we might be pushing right into this double top, triple top area over here around $37. Above that, we have this area possibly to keep an eye out for on Pinterest. So let's go back into the 5-minute chart. Look at that. We got above the 37. Now we're at the 41.60, exactly at the 52-week high, and we kind of rejecting off that 52-week high. So let's ring in that Pastradamus emoji. Beautiful opportunity over here setting up on Pinterest. Any selling into 41.60, 42? Short, right? Any buying into $37? Long. Any selling below 36, short. Any buying above 34.50, buy. So we're looking to see how these opportunities set up. This is the type of reactions we want to see on stocks when their earnings report comes out. This is exactly the type of reaction we want to see on stocks when their earnings report comes out. Beautiful move to the upside, right into that 52-week high. So support 1, 37. Support 2, 34.50. Resistance 1. Technically, we only have one resistance, but I'll put 40 as the first resistance, and then R2 as that 41.50 to 41.60 area. And I'm saying 40 because you can see how right into 40 over here, it kind of struggled. After popping, pulling back, pulled back to 40, struggled, and then settled under 40. So it looks like there's a little bit of a wall in 40, and after hour seller in 40. So looking to see how Pinterest comes out. Razbot in the chat. Hey, what's up, Razbot? How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're killing it on those trades there, Alex. Haven't been in the chat as much. Obviously, when I'm in the office, it's hard for me to be on Discord as much. But I see you trading here and there. You were talking about MULN today. I don't know how you did on that, but let's go see MULN. I popped up on my scanners quite a bit. The stock went crazy. You know what else went crazy, guys? The weed sector. CGC, my goodness, from $8 to $15. Wow. So CGC, ACB, weed.to or TLRY. My goodness, what a crazy move on these positions. The shorts got busted out today, and we ran up these weed stocks. So kind of almost forgot to add these ones on my watch list. Gotta keep these ones on, because if the squeeze is back in play, then you want to take advantage of that squeeze. So watching how CGC behaves on any sort of pullbacks into this $10 to $11 area, watching how ACB reacts on any sort of pullbacks. Actually, that might not even be last week's high. Last week's high is, I guess, the exact same number. We're not that far out. But last week's high, let me just kind of delete that line for myself. Go to the 1-year chart. Move over a couple of my indicators on all these stocks just in case. I need to trade them tomorrow. So let me move over this one too. That goes here. That goes here. I delete you. I delete you. I go to the 5-week chart, which is a 5-year chart, which is the weekly chart, and I remap the weekly high, weekly low, and you can see how this stock is insane at the moment. Insane at the moment. Insane in the membrane. So shout out to CGC, shout out to weed stocks. Don't ignore these ones tomorrow. Riot, which I thought reported today after hours, reports tomorrow pre-market. So we'll see how Riot sets up. At the moment, we already have so many stocks on the watch list. And on top of that, we're going to have to add 2 more. And grab their ATR real quick. Maybe we'll add Tilray too. Why not? $0.21 ATR, but when their stock is doing like crazy nonsense moves at the moment, their ATRs don't really matter. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is our watch list for tomorrow. Woohoo! Pretty extensive watch list. Lots of levels over here, lots of stocks to keep an eye on. So we're gonna see how this one moves. Root, we missed it. I mean, I don't really care about Root. Is it Roots Canada? No, Root Finance Broker. Yeah. I don't know if I care about this. What the? Okay. Maybe we do care about this. Very low volume though, man. Very low volume for a stock that's at $100. I don't know how much I really care about this. We'll see if it gets fun. We'll see if it gets fun. Wow, though. $97? Does this stock have a high short float? Okay. Huh. God damn it. Why you gotta add more stocks to my watch list, bro? God damn it. Okay, done. No one give me any more stocks for the rest of the night. I will ban you from the chat. I have way too many stocks on my watch list for tomorrow. We have a couple more stocks to talk about. 3 more, 4 more. Riot. We were at Riot. Riot, a little bit of a sell-off with Bitcoin moving back into that 60,000 and slightly breaking under 60,000 today, reclaiming that 60,000 later on. That puts Coinbase, Mara, IBIT, and Riot report earnings tomorrow pre-market, so that should be fun overall to watch too, to see how Riot sets up tomorrow. Along with Riot, we have Pfizer, who also report tomorrow pre-market, CVS reports tomorrow pre-market, and MasterCard. All of which I'm going to be watching to see if any opportunities show up. I tend to lean more towards stock that report after hours than the ones that report pre-market, because after hours we already have a good amount of digestion of the news report. We have some solid levels to play off of. We have some opportunities that are already in our face, whereas a stock that reports earnings pre-market, the levels are just being formed. You have to participate in the levels. You have to really use some of your more advanced skill set if you have it, such as reading the tape, looking for the buyer, looking for the seller on the level 2, and all that crazy stuff. That takes a little bit more advanced skill set. That's why I'm not saying that I don't have that. I just don't see the necessary need to go out of your way and use that skill set just to find a trade on those, when you can use that very same skill set and use it to find a trade on stocks that already have well-established levels off of a catalyst that's also very fresh. So that's what I like to see. Let's see if any opportunities show up on our 100 million stocks that we have on the watch list for tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Didn't want to mention it though. You might have taken a look at it already. Now you're good. I was just joking. About not mentioning any more stocks. Look, this is the show where we talk about stocks, right? Where we talk about trade opportunities for tomorrow. So if you're giving me an opportunity or putting me onto an opportunity, of course I'm gonna love you for it. But tomorrow just looks really hectic for me. And to add to that whole hecticness, we have, drum roll please. I'm trying to drum roll because honestly I'm trying to find the economic calendar. There we go. Drum roll for the economic calendar, because we have a bunch of data coming out tomorrow, and the most important time period tomorrow at 2 o'clock as the interest rate decisions come out, and then at 2:30 we have the FOMC press conference. So lots of stuff over there overall that could move the market, something that could make or break your trade tomorrow. So be very careful around this time periods. This calendar is posted on the Discord in the economic calendar chat. So if you're not on the Discord, sign up to the Discord. Amazing conversations being had there throughout the day about what we're trading and so on. So sign up to that. Couple for real quick though, 8:15, 9:45, 10 o'clock, and 2 o'clock are the time periods that you really want to be careful as to what the market's going to do tomorrow. And also throughout the day, we have a big IPO, $1 billion, or should I say $1.5 billion IPO coming out tomorrow, priced in around $21 to $25. Apparently, they call themselves a hotel on water, which is kind of bullshit to me. They don't really make any money, but I want to look up more about what this company actually is. Oh, it is a cruise ship. It is a cruise ship. I thought it was a bullshit cruise ship. Well, how many cruises do they own then? $10,000 employees. $26. Actually, didn't we see how many they have on their profile? 92. Small state of the art. Well, that didn't look small. If you have a cruise ship, you're not small. Ew. Okay, I take my word back. These are all bullshit. Okay, maybe... No. If that's the cruise line you're talking about, then... What the hell are we talking about over here? Viking Idun? Okay. Viking Idun, 135 meters. These are all 135 meters in length, or less. Okay? I've yet to see a single one above 135 meters. Gotcha. 5,000 tons. More. Chartered ships. 135 meters. 110, 110, 110, 135. Don't see a single one above 135. There we go. Okay, so they got a couple big cruise lines, but they got a lot of bullshit river cruises. Actually, that's huge. I thought it was just from here to here. That goes all the way back there. Okay. And these have balconies? I guess you're just in a river, you're not in an actual water body where big cruises go into. This is just a river, so those balconies kind of make sense, I guess. This is the dining area. You can see how there's a lot of dining tables, people sitting in the dining room right there. A little patio dining area, rooftop dining area. Okay. You know what? Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take back some of my complaints over here on this company. But did the Bruins just score? Okay, thank God, it's 1-1. I'll take back some of my gripes with this company. A lot of these 135 meter cruise lines that they have, not bad. Capacity, passengers 190. Okay. And then how much passengers do you fit on your fleet? 930. Oof. And how many do you have this? Does rep mean that they're no longer in service? Page does not exist. Okay. Years built. All fairly new. 2015 or newer. Okay. They operate in China also. Future ships. They're getting more big cruise lines. They're expanding. That's good. I kind of wanted to see these cruise lines, right? I wanted to see these big cruise lines under their portfolio, and I'm glad that they do have it, so they're not just a bullshit cruise liner. Let's compare them to maybe RCL to kind of get a better idea. So we see that their numbers at 92, small state of the art. Let's just say 100, right? A 28 compared to they have 92 small ones, out of which about 75% were like those 135 meters. Let's give about the rest of the percentage for the big ones. So they come in around the same amount as RCL technically. Around the same amount or slightly less than RCL. This company might actually be decent, guys. My company might actually be decent. The sad thing is, however, they mostly operate in Norway and not really in the Americas from what it looks like. Or maybe they're just stationed in Norway, but they operate in the Americas too. Overall, crazy company coming out with the IPO. I'm pretty surprised. When they said originally 92 small ships, I kind of just
Cruise line operator Viking Holdings targeting an outsized IPO. Let's get to Seema Modi with the details and more, Seema, on how the company compares to the already public players. And
Seema Modi.
Well, Sarah, Viking is not your typical cruise. This is an
wifey,
ultra luxury destination-based cruise line that targets the affluent traveler, 55 and older.
Someone know her? Someone knows her number? Slide it my way. I want to slide into that DM.
Cultural sites across Europe and less emphasis on the Caribbean, like Carnival and Royal and Norwegian. Ships are smaller. 80 of its 92 vessels sail down rivers like the Mississippi or the Nile in Africa, averaging 190 passengers, whereas the occupancy on board the big cruise lines can be as high as 6,000. So that does raise questions for Wall Street about Viking's ability to scale. However, its high price point and ability to get customers to book 2 years in advance.
Are you guys even listening to what she's saying? I'm just kind of just like stuck to her face at the moment. I'm just like drawn to her beauty.
Is roughly $7,000 compared to Norwegian Cruise Line's $3,100. That number specifically, according to Truist. Viking, it's an upsized deal. It prices tonight. Founder and CEO Torsten Hagen, who has 90% of voting power, will join us first on this show tomorrow morning. Carl and Sarah.
Okay. He has a 90% vote? That's crazy. He owns the whole company at this point. She sounds like your Super Chat AI. Coincidence? No, she doesn't. She sounds sexier than my Super Chat AI. She looks sexier. Respectfully. Seema Modi, if you're watching this, respectfully. I think you're very good looking. And I would love to take you out on a date. Morgan's pretty too. Yeah, but I'm Indian. I'm not allowed to date white women. She's a good looking woman, but I'm not allowed to date white women. I'm Indian. But Seema Modi though. Oh, come on, guys. Oh my god, she has Instagram? Don't tell me that's your husband. Good night, guys. I'm going to bed. Did I break my mouse? I hope not. I love this mouse. Please don't break. I didn't need to break my mouse there. Alright. Anyways, we're done with the stock talk. The IPO tomorrow will be very interesting. I'm looking forward to see what opportunities set up over there on the IPO. The last two IPOs that came out, MRX and RBRK. Those gave insane opportunities. RBRK for the long, MRX for the short. I actually posted an Instagram short, a TikTok short, a YouTube short, and I even posted up on Twitter, also known as X, that very same trade that I'm talking about, the MRX short from the 1975 area. Go check them out on those social media platforms. The links for all those platforms are down below in the description. And if you're not following me on them already, you're making a big mistake. And ladies and gentlemen, that is basically all she wrote for today. I have nothing else interesting for us to talk about, sadly, but we are going to be heading over to chess. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you to all of the people who have been here for so long, hitting that like and hitting that subscribe button for me. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe yet, maybe consider doing that, because the YouTube algorithm loves it when people do that, and it would help me out a little bit too. So appreciate everyone who have been doing that, and for those of you who haven't, go please hit that like and subscribe. Also check out all the links below, my affiliate sponsors, my social media, as I already mentioned. Very active on those recently, and I would love for you guys to check out that content and let me know how I could improve. Always learning and wanting to improve on every single aspect. And speaking about learning and wanting to improve on every single aspect, it is time for pain, because we have made it so far in chess now where we're going to plateau. We dropped, we gained, and now we're going to plateau, I feel, until we crack the code a little bit more. So why don't we start trying to crack the code, get back to chess today, get that first win right off the bat, and call it a night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And for those of you who are heading out, calling a night, once again, thank you for all of you for staying and talking stocks with me. It's fun talking stocks with people. It's boring talking stocks alone. Peace, Prad. Thank you for your insight. Thank you for hanging out, Dave. All love. I wonder if she's wearing shoes. I don't care. I'm not into feet. I'm not into feet. You gotta be faster. I'm pretty fast. I'm like 5 seconds. I think I could have done the job. But I think you mean you gotta be faster in terms of like approaching her and getting to know her. That you might be right. But I'm pretty fast. I can get the job done in 5 seconds. Anyways, let's get to chess. Ooh, turn that one off. Wait. Full screen. Emotes. Turn off Prastradamus. Then we go to chess. Whew. Let's go to puzzles. Daily puzzle of the day. Why did I say like that? Daily puzzle on chess. White to move. I don't know what to do. That doesn't seem right. That didn't seem right. Do I need a hint here? That was right? Why would I do that? Protect my pawn from the rook? How the fuck am I doing that? I mean, I solved the puzzle, but why would I give away my bishop like that? God damn it, I can't even watch the video. Ah, alright, puzzle, no, not puzzle rush, puzzles. Black to move. Go here. Go up. Go up. Perfect. White to move. Go here. Go here. Do this. Do this. Gotcha. White to move. I can't win this with just queen here, can I? This is a very fresh game. Okay. Check. You want me to take that? I would not do that, but maybe that's what you want. Okay, you don't want that. Got you. Perfect. Because I don't want to do that. If I leave this here, I die. Do I go one over? I die. Do I go here? No. Do I go here? I die. Do I just go back? Okay, do I just protect him? He's protected already. I was gonna do that anyways, but I thought it wanted me to use the queen. I thought it wanted me to use the queen. Okay. Okay, what now? That would kill me. That would kill me. That would kill me. And I have no backup. Actually, no, this wouldn't kill me. Right. Okay. Okay. Think. And he can't go here. He can't go here. Check. I did it. Damn it. Going down in my puzzle rating though. White to move. Take this. Gotcha. Went down in my puzzle rating, boys. Going down in the puzzle rating. Not good. Not good at all. All right. Let's just get our win and call it a night because I'm tired. I'm hungry. Let's get our win. Queen's pawn. Guy from Saudi Arabia? Okay. I gotta try hard now. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Should I just move this out here? I should. Let me do that. Let me set up for my castle. 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 I set up for my castle. You guys like these beats? This awesome voice that I have? I think I could do opera. Yeah, buddy. Kind of want you to do this. If I take this, I take this, you take that, I take this. I kind of don't want that. Oh, now I hung him. Now I hung him. Instead of going here, I go here. Now I hung him. Ay, caramba! Let's make a threat of our own somehow. This way I lose 2 bishops. This way I lose 2 bishops. I shouldn't do that. Let's just take that, get it over with. Get it over with. Oh, he brings out the horsies. Hey, the big games in the big dogs in the game now. Poppy brought out the big dog. Woof. What the hell happened here, man? Okay, this is trouble. Trouble! Saved. Saved. What you gonna do with this, brother? Now you hung your knight. You rat bastard. This little rat bastard, dude. I lost my first game. Come on, dude. This is annoying. This is fucking annoying. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. What the fuck, man? That didn't happen, chat. This is game 1. That didn't happen. This is game 1. I don't care what you say. Oh, Canadian. Canada, eh? I can smell the butter chicken burning. Yeah, it's my balls. Getting absolutely roasted in chessboard. That's what you're smelling right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Whatever, it's not a bad move. Somebody gotta do something. Okay. The fuck does that do? Like, what does that do to you? Fuck it, take. You take. Then I take. Then you take. Then I take, then you take. But for me to take, I have nothing to take. So I can't take. So for me to take, oh, I take. I take. I take. I take. I took it and go. I took it and go. Now I master plan. Now I master planning the planning by planning the master. Master plan. Did this guy just try to do a castle and he messed up? Wow, I didn't even notice that. Master planning the take, the planning the master. Bishop Queen. Yeah, I didn't even see that Bishop Queen, bro. I saw it too late. When I picked up the Bishop and the Queen highlighted, I was like, yo, what? Hold up. We got something here. And this is a nothing burger move. I go here, I die, useless. I go here, I die, useless. I think I just pull back. Pull back, horsey. Good horsey, good horsey. Kind of want to put this guy in danger. So for that, I need to move this buddy. Perfect. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Yes! Let's go! Took it and go! I took it and I go! Let's go, chat. That's how we do it. First game loss. Like I said, always the first game's a warm-up game. The second game's where it matters. And we do it every single time. And now the goal is, though, no, Nick, I'm not playing. I'm calling it a night. It's 9:30 p.m. I'm calling it a night. Time for me to call it, take a break, go get some dinner, come back, finish some charting that I like to do off stream, and then get ready for the fun day tomorrow. Keep in mind, FOMC tomorrow. It's going to be very, very fun off that catalyst. Lots of stocks to trade without that anyway. So good luck to all my warriors out there on the stock market. Apply risk management. Stick to your rules. Stick to your systems. And as always, do not deviate from your game plan. Wish you all a very good night and an even better trading session. Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Sunday, 6 p.m. You know what to do. Catch you guys next time. Hit that like and subscribe. TraderPrad out. Adios. Good night, fellas. Thank you for coming. For tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to bring in my big screen over here. Back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host, TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully, you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.